Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from Arrtx.com. I thought this time I would look at doing a very simple spotlight card. So the spotlight is, as its name is implied, it just highlights a certain part of the card or the illustration or the stamp or whatever you're using. This, in my opinion, works best with a floral stamp because there are lots of little bits to colour and you can get a really nice effect. But it's very easy to make. There is an option of having this raised up a little bit with a bit of dimension or not. It's entirely up to you. So I'm a bit annoyed about this because I made this with somebody specific in mind and I was really pleased with it. And then I thought, oh, you know, I'll add a little bit of wink of Stella to it just to give it a little bit of oomph on the coloured part. I don't know if you can see there on the green bit when I was doing that leaf, a load of this wink of Stella fluid just splodged out on top of it and it's ruined it. So it probably doesn't look as bad on camera, but it looks pretty bad in real life. So I'm going to make this one again anyway. But put that to one side. Here are the supplies. You need either a punch or a die. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be round, it can be any shape that you like. I've got a card base. I normally use white, but I thought I would use a nice pink one this time. This is from Crafter's Companion. I will leave a link in the description to it. This is A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. I've got a green panel, which is about 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card base. And then a white panel which is 1/4 of an inch smaller still. So what you need to do, oh, and sorry, I'll just show you this. I have no idea where I got this stamp set from at all. I couldn't tell you, but I'm going to be using this flower and this sentiment. So I'll take out the flower and I am going to use my little mini stamping platform for this, because I think this stamp must have been from somewhere cheap because it doesn't stamp that well. And to be honest, if you do have a stamp which has finer lines than this one, that might even be better. But I'm just going to do it the exact same way that I did the first one. Just going to line that up and just stamp it once or twice, depending on how well it covers the first time. Yeah, that looks okay. I think the ink might be running out as well because I use this all the time. Do you know, while I'm here, I think I'll stamp the sentiment as well, because I forgot to do it until the card was almost completed and it was quite difficult to get the sentiment on, so I'll stamp this now. I actually think it could be my ink that's running out. I don't know if you can get a re-inker for this. I'll have to have a look. But you can see it was starting to smudge a little bit, so I had to stop. Right, so now what we need to do is cut out the part that we want to have in the spotlight. I think this time I have it quite far up. Just try and get it in the middle as best you can. Okay, no idea where that came from. Hope that's still going to fit in there. Oh, right. Right, can I make this work? I'm going to try and make this work somehow. I wasn't expecting it to cut off a little border, although I guess I should have, looking at the die. Right, let me see if I can make this work. So I think what I'm going to do first before anything else is colour this in. I just wanted to say, remember, when it comes to colouring in stamps, it's the rule of opposites. So if you want to colour using alcohol markers, then you need to stamp using a water-based ink. If you want a watercolour, use water-based colouring mediums, then you need to stamp using a solvent or alcohol ink. That's just to stop them from bleeding into each other. The black lines, if I'd stamped using alcohol ink, when I'm colouring in using an alcohol marker, they're all going to bleed into each other. Oh, what I've forgotten to do, sorry, that got me all confused because it cut off that little border. It's completely thrown me off. So what I should have done first is just give a tiny little bit of colour to the background. Normally you would use a mask to do something like this, but I am just going to use the colour that's left on the brush, so it shouldn't matter if I go over the stamped image, because this shouldn't show up much at all. I'm just literally using the ink that's left on the brush from the last time, just to get a very, very subtle colour. Now I can carry on colouring. Now, there are two ways you can do this. You could stick that on there, you could glue that on there, and then you could glue that in there. Or you could step it up, which is what I did with the other one. Just lay that on there like that. And we have to make sure that we get that exact. Now this is strange because I don't have the border. Now I'm wondering whether I should leave the border off altogether or colour it and put it on. I'm not sure what to do now. Do you not think I'll leave it off? Because that's going to leave a border around there, so I wasn't expecting that. I don't know whether to cut another one. Right, I'm getting a bit lost off here, so what I'm going to do is put a tiny little bit of the dot glue on there, just to stop it from moving. You have to find out, that would go in there like that, right? That is the flower and the leaf, so I would need to move that up like that. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it. That has completely thrown me off. So I'm going to take that off there, and what I'm going to do is put tape on the back of this. I've already cut some because we're going to have to make sure that there's tape all around there. In fact, this would actually be, it wouldn't take much to turn this into a shaker card, to be honest. But that's for another day, because shaker cards are my nemesis. Right, so I'm going to put some tape around here, just some foam tape. I mean, it's not like a shaker card, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to worry about small gaps or anything like that. So I'm just going to finish putting foam on the rest of this card. There are many different ways to do these spotlight cards. This is just one of them. Stand up. This is part that's a little bit iffy. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Not perfect, but not too bad. Right. Oh my goodness. Let me get rid of all of this. Okay. Now all that's left to do is to glue that onto there. I think the green and the pink look quite nice. Oh, I think my glue's running out. There we go. And I am going to cut a piece for inside because this card isn't particularly strong. So I am going to cut a piece to go into there. That one's too small. Right, just give me a sec. So again, I've just cut a piece 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card. So I'll put that on now. I've used 250 GSM just to give it a nice solid base. There, so basically that sort of doubles up the strength, because this card, I'm not sure what GSM the actual pink card is, but there are, oh, I need to put something on there, but there are plenty of layers on the front, and now there's one on there, and that just sort of evens everything up a little bit, and I think it looks a bit more professional as well. Right, do we need some bling on there? I think we do. There you go, that is the finished card. That is a spotlight technique. It didn't exactly go the way I expected it to. Why is that upside down? And I'm still not sure about the little border around there, but I didn't really want to cut out another one and colour it and goodness knows what else. And because I've been on with these all day, just trying to get them right. But I do think they look nice. I think they're easy. I think they're effective. And they can, depending on the colours and things that you use, I think they can be used for just about any occasion. So, again, things haven't gone right when it's been on camera. But I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's helped you to understand what a spotlight technique is. So, I think off camera I'm going to colour that as well with the Wink of Stella, just to see what happens. I don't want to do it on camera just in case. But I'd like to say I do have a card earmarked for somebody. But I'm going to do a few more variations and just see what I come up with in my own time. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.